Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Paul Thotham with the Midday News. The headlines. Supreme Court rules that access to Internet is a fundamental right subject to some restrictions. Asks Jammu and Kashmir administration to review its orders imposing curbs. Team of foreign envoys in Jammu to see the situation in the Union Territory firsthand. Today is World Hindi Day. And in sports, third Khelo India Games to open with a grand ceremony in Guwahati this evening. And India to face Sri Lanka in the third and final T20 Cricket match in Pune today. The Supreme Court has said that access to Internet is a fundamental right under Article 19 of the Constitution, subject to some restrictions. It asked the Jammu and Kashmir administration to review all orders imposing restrictions in the Union Territory within a week. A three-judge bench, headed by Justice N.V. Ramanna, also asked the J&K administration to restore Internet services in institutions providing essential services like hospitals and educational centres. The bench said freedom of press is a valuable and sacred right. The three-judge bench also comprised Justices B.R. Gavai and R. Subhash Reddy. It said Section 144 CRPC cannot be used indefinitely to suppress freedom of speech and expression and difference of opinion. It said magistrates, while passing prohibitory orders, should apply their mind and follow the doctrine of proportionality. The court was hearing a batch of pleas challenging curbs imposed in Jammu and Kashmir after abrogation of provisions of Article 370. These pleas were different from another set of petitions which challenged constitutional validity of abrogation of Article 370. The latter is being heard by a five-judge constitution bench which will resume its hearing on January 21st. A team of 15 foreign envoys is currently on a two-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir. It will meet different delegations in Jammu to clarify their point of view on the situation in the Union Territory. The Ministry of External Affairs said the objective of the visit is to give envoys an opportunity to see firsthand efforts of the government to normalize the situation. More from our correspondent.
On the second day of their visit, envoys are holding extensive interactions with civil society and youth delegations in Jammu today to get a first-hand appraisal of the prevailing situation. Though the visit of envoys to the valley yesterday evoked criticism from the main opposition parties here, however, a delegation of political parties also met the team. The team has a busy schedule today in Jammu, and many political delegations are also expected to meet the team and share their inputs with them before returning to New Delhi. Significantly, this is the first visit by diplomats to Jammu and Kashmir after the abrogation of Article 370. Nasir Rathir, AR News, Jammu.
In Jammu and Kashmir, Infrastructure Development Finance Corporation has approved 17 projects worth over 110 crore rupees. These include Jambu Zoo Project and other projects of Higher Education Department, Horticulture Department, Youth Services and Sports Department, and one of PHA. Financial Commissioner Dr. Arun Kumar Mehta has directed for timely completion of these projects. Census India 2021 will begin on 1st of April this year and end on 30th of September. In a notification, the Registrar General and Census Commissioner said census officers have been directed to ask as many as 31 questions to collect information from every household during the house listing and housing census exercise. Enumerators of the 16th Indian census will seek information about the mobile number of the head of the family, information related to toilets, TV, internet, vehicles owned, source of drinking water in the house in the listing phase of the exercise. It will be conducted through a mobile phone application, moving away from traditional pen and paper. Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said that India is going to be a $5 trillion economy with sustainable and optimal utilization of all energy sources. He was speaking at the in-depth review of India's energy policies at Niti Aayog in New Delhi today. He said recent government decisions to develop the Northeast Gas Grid project will benefit the region. He said India is moving ahead to become a gas-based economy. Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi said that government is liberalizing the coal mining sector to make it more industry-friendly. Power Minister R.K. Singh said that India is committed to achieve the production target of 175 gigawatts of renewable energy by the year 2022. Executive Director of International Energy Agency Dr. Fatih Birol said implementation of schemes like Ujjwala and Ujala have reduced consumption of biofuel and improved energy efficiency in the country. During the event, International Energy Agency 2020 India Policy Review Report was released by the dignitaries. The BJP has alleged that opposition parties are competing with each other in the game of political appeasement and polarization. Briefing media in New Delhi today, party spokesperson Sambit Patra said opposition parties are misleading public about the Citizenship Amendment Act and National Register for Citizens for political gains. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a 2-day official visit to Kolkata from tomorrow. He shall dedicate 4 refurbished heritage buildings in the city to the nation. These include the Old Currency Building, Belvedere House, Metcalfe House and the Victoria Memorial Hall. The Prime Minister will also participate in celebrations of the Kolkata Port Trust. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Today is World Hindi Day. The day is commemorated every year with the objective to promote the use of Hindi language abroad. Special functions are being organized to mark the occasion. On this day in 2006, the first World Hindi Conference was organized in Nagpur to promote the language worldwide. Since then, 10th January is being observed as World Hindi Day. Ministry of External Affairs and Indian missions abroad are observing the day annually. Extending his best wishes to citizens on the occasion, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said Hindi and Indian languages are very beautiful. He said their use on web and mobile is increasing. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that any language should not be seen from the prism of community or religion. He said ancient literature like Vedas, Upanishads are not restricted. They have access to all. He was speaking after inaugurating the All India Oriental Conference in Nagpur today. In Uttar Pradesh, various programs have been organized to celebrate the idea of India and to know the culture of different states. Many schools and colleges are also organizing events to promote Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat campaign. Arunachal Pradesh is the partner state of Uttar Pradesh, with cultural exchanges also taking place between the two.
Cultural troops of Arunachal Pradesh had performed last month in Agra district of the state. As a part of cultural exchange promoted by State Culture Department, many artisans from UP also went to Arunachal Pradesh. Joint Director of Culture Department Y.P. Singh told AIR that such programs are part of government initiative and are being organized at regular intervals.
अरुणाचल के कलाकार उत्तर प्रदेश में आए और उत्तर प्रदेश के कलाकार अरुणाचल गए. इन दोनों कलाकारों के माध्यम से जो सांस्कृतिक आदान प्रदान हुआ, इससे राष्ट्रीय एकता मजबूत हुई है.
Recently, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University of Lucknow has also decided to celebrate Ek Bharat Shresht Bharat Day on every second Friday of the month. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with students in his popular program Pariksha Pe Charcha on 20th of this month. The third edition of the program will be held at Talkatoora Stadium in New Delhi. Over 2,000 students, parents and teachers from all over the country will be participating in this event. Prime Minister will answer questions and interact with selected students on how to beat exam stress. Our correspondent reports that HRD Ministry, in partnership with MyGov, launched a short essay competition for students of classes 9 to 12 last month. A report.
The themes given this time for Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020 are gratitude is great, your future depends on your aspiration, examining exam, our duties you take and balance is beneficial. The entries for the short essay competitions were invited online from 2nd to 23rd December 2019. Students were also invited to send their questions online. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will answer the questions and interact with selected students. Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News, Delhi.
Students from all over the country from classes 6 to 12 are being requested to see and hear the broadcast on Doordarshan, DD National, DD News, DD India, on radio channels, All India Radio, Medium Wave, All India Radio, FM channel. The Income Tax Department has launched a 24/7 control room to monitor black money and illegal inducements in poll-bound Delhi. The facility will also host a toll-free number 1-800-117574. I repeat the number 1-800-117574, where people can inform the department about any activity related to the illegal distribution of cash and other such crimes. Assembly elections to the 70 seats in Delhi will be held on 8th of February. The Special Investigation Team, SIT, probing murder of activist journalist Gauri Lankesh has arrested one person in connection with the case. The SIT stated that the absconding suspect was arrested yesterday from his hideout in Dhanbad district of Jharkhand. According to the probe team, he was part of a conspiracy to kill Gauri Lankesh. She was shot dead in September 2017. Anti-Terrorist Squad, ATS, of Gujarat Police nabbed a suspected ISIS terrorist from Vadodara last evening. Police said that the suspect would be handed over to the special cell of Delhi Police for further interrogation. According to police, he was trying to create a terrorist module in the state on the ideology of ISIS. Iran's authorities have invited Boeing to take part in the investigation into the Ukrainian jetliner that crashed on Wednesday, killing all 176 people on board. The move came after Western leaders said the plane appeared to have been unintentionally hit by a missile amid soaring tensions between US and Iran. A foreign ministry spokesman says Tehran will also welcome experts from other countries whose citizens died in the crash. US, Canadian and British officials have said it is very likely that the missile strike could have been a mistake amid rocket launches and tension in the region. The crash came just hours after Iran launched a ballistic attack against Iraqi military bases housing US troops in its violent confrontation over the killing of General Qasem Soleimani. Moving on to sports now. All preparations are in place for the inaugural ceremony of Khelo India Youth Games in Guwahati this evening. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal will inaugurate the event in the presence of Union Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju and other dignitaries. Hema Das, Jamuna Bodo and Deepa Karmakar, among others, will be the torchbearers in the ceremony. A total of 6,500 athletes are participating in the event, which will be on till the 22nd of this month. More from our correspondent.
The thematic presentation of India as diverse country which promotes sporting talents would be the highlight in the inaugural ceremony at the Sarusajai Stadium in Guwahati this evening. The rich culture, infrastructure and diversity of Assam will be showcased in the 1 hour 30-minute inaugural ceremony. On the other hand, the cultural heritage of Northeast will also be presented. Joint Chief Executive Officer of the Games, A. Angamatu, said that all the sports initiatives launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be displayed.
Honorable Prime Minister is encouraging various kind of sport talenting activities like Fit India and other kind of initiatives. So we intend to promote all the sport initiatives.
With Sasank Kumar, this is Manas Patim Sharma, AIR News, Guwahati.
In cricket, the third and final T20 international match between India and Sri Lanka will be played at Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium in Pune today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Supreme Court rules that access to internet is a fundamental right subject to some restrictions, asks Jammu and Kashmir administration to review its orders imposing curbs. Team of foreign envoys in Jammu to see the situation in the Union Territory first-hand. Today is World Hindi Day, and in sports, third Khelo India Games to open with a grand ceremony in Guwahati this evening. And with that, we end the Midday News.